Apple is finally fixing their biggest, most embarrassing mistake in the tablet lineup. And honestly, the sheer scale of this leak changes everything we thought we knew about Cupertino's 2026 roadmap. For almost a decade, they forced anyone who wanted real computing power to buy massive, heavy glass slabs, completely abandoning the hardcore fans of the compact form factor. Most tech companies assumed that if you wanted a powerful computer, you automatically wanted a giant display to go with it. This trend left a very specific group of tech enthusiasts completely stranded. They treated the smallest canvas in their lineup like an absolute afterthought, starving it of meaningful updates while the massive Pro models soaked up all the R&D budget, the groundbreaking screen tech, and the ultra-powerful desktop-grade processors. Fans watched eagerly every time a new keynote was announced, only to be left disappointed when their favorite device was completely ignored. They felt forced to choose between an oversized tablet they did not really want or an aging compact tablet that was falling further behind the curve. But the era of compromises is dead. According to a tidal wave of new supply chain reports, the upcoming iPad Mini 8 is skipping the boring incremental refresh entirely. We are talking about a total tear down and rebuild, transforming this tiny, neglected device into an absolute powerhouse that threatens to cannibalize their own flagship sales. I will be blunt, when I first saw these specs, I thought it was a wish list, but the data pouring out of Asia right now is impossible to ignore. Every single major component is getting a serious look, from the internal circuitry to the exterior materials. It is a deliberate, ambitious attempt to create the finest compact digital tool ever made. Let's talk about the display, because this is where the real magic happens. For several generations, we have tolerated LCD screens that looked okay, but completely lacked the brilliant punch found on premium smartphones. The performance gap grew wider each year, and the older screens lacked the vibrancy and sharpness that users had grown accustomed to. That is about to change. Ross Young recently reported that the next generation is making a massive shift toward an advanced OLED display. We're talking about every single pixel generating its own individual light, giving you an infinite contrast ratio. When you watch a movie with dark scenes, the black areas of the screen will be completely dark rather than showing that annoying gray glow. The visual quality is going to easily match the most expensive television sets and premium smartphones available today. Honestly, I'll believe it when I see it from Apple at this price point, but the ELEC just corroborated this move, citing major display orders from their Korean supply chain partners. Colors will appear vastly more vibrant. Text will look incredibly crisp, and the viewing experience will feel like looking through a clear glass window. But it gets wilder. The engineers in Cupertino are reportedly finding ways to shrink the borders surrounding the display. Shrimp Apple Pro hinted a while back that the actual usable screen area is expanding to around 8.7 inches. The most brilliant part of this engineering feat is that the outer dimensions of the tablet barely change at all. You get a larger canvas for reading, gaming, and multitasking, but the device retains that ultra-compact footprint that made it famous. It remains incredibly easy to slip into a small bag or hold comfortably in one hand for hours at a time. This clever optimization offers the absolute best of both worlds, giving you more visual real estate without any added bulk. It is still the perfect companion device, something that is always by your side. Students can carry it around campus without adding extra bulk to their backpacks, and professionals can use it in the field for quick data entry. Now, here is the massive point of contention. Will this new screen include a high refresh rate system? Modern users are deeply accustomed to ultra-smooth scrolling. When you use a screen that refreshes 120 times per second, going back to a standard 60 Hz screen feels visibly stuttery and slow. Ming-Chi Kuo has been pretty cautious about this, and there are conflicting rumors about whether Apple will include promotion or keep it locked behind the Apple tax on their larger, more expensive professional tablets. DG Times indicates the OLED panels might be technically capable, but Apple loves segmenting their lineup. What do you think? Are you completely skipping the Mini 8 if it stays at 60 Hz? Or is the pure OLED upgrade enough to get your money? Let me know down in the comments. because this is going to be a huge deciding factor for a lot of people. Moving under the hood, this tiny machine is shaping up to be an absolute monster. Instead of just adding a slightly faster processor and calling it a day, Mark Gurman over at Bloomberg suggests they are skipping several generations of older chips. We are looking at the highly anticipated A19 processor, built on the latest TSMC 3nm yields. Putting a chip of this caliber into a small tablet is practically unprecedented. Tasks that used to cause mobile devices to suffer from thermal throttling will run completely effortlessly. You will be able to edit multiple streams of high-definition video, export complex audio projects, and switch between dozens of apps instantly without experiencing a single hint of slowdown. Historically, portable gaming meant sacrificing visual fidelity or dealing with terrible battery life. But with the efficiency of this new A-series silicon, this compact tablet could easily become one of the most capable dedicated gaming machines on the planet. It will have the graphical muscle to run console-quality games at high frame rates, complete with advanced lighting effects and incredibly detailed environments, all while fitting comfortably in your palms without causing hand fatigue. Beyond raw speed, the inclusion of the A19 chip opens the door for next-generation artificial intelligence capabilities. The tablet will feature a highly advanced neural engine capable of processing complex AI tasks directly on the device itself. This means instant voice transcription, intelligent photo editing, and automated organization tools happening locally without needing to send your private data to a distant cloud server. It makes the tablet feel less like a passive screen and more like an active, highly intelligent personal assistant that anticipates your needs and speeds up your workflow. And then there is the durability. For the first time in the history of this product line, the device might come with an official water and dust resistance rating. Makotakra recently published findings indicating a ruggedized internal chassis seal. Wait, really? Apple putting an IP rating on an iPad? It sounds crazy, but if true, it turns the Mini into the ultimate daily driver. Pilots who use it in cockpits for navigation maps or professionals working out in the field won't have to panic the second it starts drizzling. It proves that the competition, who has only offered low-end, sluggish budget tablets in this size range, fundamentally misunderstood the assignment. People want a premium experience in a smaller package. They're tired of being tethered to desks or struggling to hold heavy glass slabs while lying in bed. The upcoming model seems perfectly tailored to meet these modern demands. It represents a true rebirth for the compact lineup, turning a forgotten device into the star of the show. By focusing heavily on internal performance, seamless integration within the Apple ecosystem, and pure screen quality, they're ensuring this small frame can handle tasks that used to require a massive desktop computer. The era of compromises is officially coming to an end. You will no longer have to sacrifice cutting-edge features just because you prefer a tablet that can be operated comfortably with a single hand. The stage is set for a truly remarkable piece of technology that blends effortless portability with raw, uncompromised capability, and I am absolutely here for it.